One of my guards, Private Quinn, sent a message asking for aid. Can't spare any men, but maybe you can help. He's on Firecat Alley.
Hey, you there. Could you give an old soldier a hand? I'm Private Quinn. I was planning to meet some fire elf friends here, but they didn't show up. They like to have their fun with me sometimes, but with all that's happening, would you check on them for me? Head over to Fire Globe Theatre where they live and see if they're all right. I'll wait here in case they arrive before you do. You're back. Let me guess. They were playing a prank on me.
Private Quinn falls ashen when you tell him about the fire elves.
Oh, no. That's no prank. You don't know them like I do. Something horrible must have happened to the fire elves. Once, a fire elf saved my life with an arrow. His name was Phoebo. He said we'd be friends forever because their magic connects everything they touch. That's it. Bring me their arrows, and we could find out what happened to them. You'll have to duel a few of them first. Great. Thanks for doing this for the Fire Elves. If the Fire Elves are cursed or enchanted, and I'd bet my life they are, this arrow should reveal who did it. Greta Darkkettle used to teach alchemy at the school. She might help if you bring her the arrow.
You are still around? Apparently, I'm not giving you enough homework. Come by the school and I shall remedy that situation.
So, you found me. What do you want? You can tell that Ambrose I'm not coming back.
You explain the curse upon the Fire Elves. Greta takes the arrow you brought, then chuckles.
He's a good soul, that Quinn, but what he knows about magic you probably learned your first day. I need more than this. To find out who cursed the Fire Elves, I'll need a charred knife from one of those magma men roaming the street. I'll be waiting.
You must refill your pet's happiness to use pet mode. Feed it pet snacks to do so. The better it likes the snack, the more happiness it gains.
You got the charred knife? Excellent. This'll show the school I know what I'm doing.
Greta sprinkles magic dust on the charred knife and arrow.
Aha! The Fire Elves have been cursed by a banshee's wail. All you need is a lock of her hair. Talk to Private Quinn. He could prove useful. He may know of a banshee lurking nearby.
Banshee's wail? That sounds like a wicked curse. Good thing you convinced Greta to help. I've received reports that a banshee is up to no good. I know who it is, too. Bastila Gravewind haunts the last tower at the very end of Firecat Alley. Defeat her in battle and snip a lock of hair from her wicked head. Greta needs that hair to save the elves.
So, you are the one who has been undoing my work. The Fire Elves were to remain cursed until Wizard City was in ruins. Your meddling in Malister's plans will cost you dearly, Wizard. I shall send you back to Ravenwood as an example of what happens to those who oppose us.
You have a lock of the Banshee's hair. After this, Ambrose should believe what I've been telling him about the death school.
Greta burns the lock of hair over a white candle and then hands the melted wax to you.
Done! Tell Private Quinn that the wax from this candle can break the curse on his precious fire elves.
You have a cure? Great news! I've taken the wax from the candle and mixed it into the potion. I hope I did it right. You'd better do the rest. Defeat the Fire Elves and their leader, Prince Alacane Swiftarrow. The potion should then break the curse. Good luck, wizard.
So, you want to attend the School of Myth? You look like a troublemaker to me. I seriously doubt that you will ever amount to anything. We'll see if you can first perform just a mundane task. Go to the library and bring me a research book on a dangerous, underground-dwelling creature known as the Wumpus. Quite fearful it is. Do not bother talking to that dreadful librarian. He's witless. Find this book and I'll consider teaching you further. Do not come back without it.
You're searching for a book on the Wumpus. I'm quite sorry, but I don't think I can help you with that. I know every book in this library, so I know we don't have one on that. Are you here looking for it for Professor Drake? Ah, that explains it. At least once a week, a new myth student will come in here looking for that book. Personally, I think the Wumpus is just a figment of his imagination.
You talked to the librarian? Didn't I instruct you not to? He was useless in finding that book, was he not? Oh, you disappoint me. But, against my better judgment, I will give you one last chance. Go to the hedge maze on Unicorn Way and bring back some truffler leaves. Lady Oriel will be of no use. You'll have to rely on your own wits. Remember this, if you don't find any, consider looking for a new school.
By the way you are looking around, I'm guessing you are seeking the mythical leaves from the truffler tree. Why does Cyrus keep asking for such things? Tell him that truffler trees are just folklore. They do not exist except in that fertile mind of his. Perhaps it would be best if you spoke with Ivan, the myth tree. Maybe he can help you deal with Cyrus in your mythic quest.
Cyrus put you up to the task of collecting truffle leaves? You know there isn't such a tree. Oh, that's Cyrus. He sends the young students on a quest to gather mythic items, knowing full well the student cannot find them. This usually causes students to feel like a failure and to transfer to another school. It is Cyrus's way of weeding out the weak, but you saw through it. Here, take some of my leaves. Tell him they are from the truffle tree. Let's see what happens when you do complete his mythic quest.
What? You brought me leaves from a truffle tree? Impossible!
Cyrus studies the leaves suspiciously.
It appears you have found these so-called truffle tree leaves, though they bear a striking resemblance to those of Ivan's. Let me consider where to send you to summon a minion worthy of your accomplishment. All right, I have determined that you must summon a myth minion out on Unicorn Way. I'm not sure where. You will have to use your judgment. But if one should deem you worthy, come back and report it to me.
You feel a magical presence approaching.
Wizard, you will meet many challenges along the long path laid out ahead of you, but never lose hope. Your destiny has been foretold, and you will prevail. Rely on the strength that the power of myth will provide you. Go and tell Cyrus that you have my favor. If he does not believe you, you must only say this: Taco Toto, Ren Rio, Renfro. Take care, student of myth.
You were visited by a unicorn? How unusual. Not many people claim to have seen one of those. Most people are more imaginative and will at least claim a troll.
You speak the words that the unicorn told you. You notice that the professor lets out a short gasp.
So I see. Here, take the spell. But remember, training will only become more arduous from here on out, student.
It's rude to interrupt a performance, but you are just in time, Wizard. This is your final act.
As you pour the potion into his mouth, Alacane's swift arrow shivers and his maddened eyes soften.
I remember. I was cursed, as were all my people. Did Private Quinn send you? Tell him his arrow saved me, as mine once did him. The curse. I can feel the effects of the curse weakening. Now that we know it was the Banshee's curse, we will guard against it. Tell Private Quinn that we owe him a debt of gratitude. And thanks to you, Wizard, for freeing all of us.
Thank you for freeing Prince Swift Arrow. Your deeds here will long be remembered by the elves.
I'm glad to see the elves again, even if they are a bit annoying. No, I never thought the curse would win, even for a moment. Still, I'm glad you helped my friend, Prince Alacane. Firecat Alley is much too dangerous, Wizard. Someone needs to warn the headmaster. Please go tell Headmaster Ambrose about the curse upon the Fire Elves. I will stay here and warn the others.
I have more homework to pile on to what you already have. Come pick it up.
Huh? Ah, it's my favorite student. I hear you've been exploring the different streets around the city.
The headmaster listens intently as you tell him about the events of Firecat Alley.
I was afraid of this. Malistaire is trying to keep us from finding out his real plans by causing chaos and panic on every street. We must find out what he is up to for the safety of our school. I will have to think on this some more. He has found many creatures to help do his bidding. I fear that he has sinister designs, not only for our world, but for all the others as well. You have done quite well, young wizard. I am proud of you. Keep up the good work.